huge territory up there.
Yes.
Did she mention anything, like how they're handling that?
We talk at pretty great length about that.
It's a
right
struggle
now,
for all agencies.
Right now, she actually has to get a hotel room for one of her jobs. It's a 3-day job, and it's 3.5 hours away. Unfortunately, she drives up there and she's stuck for those 3 days. That's what she has to commit to, and I would say that's how they handle it. It's very specified. They have a schedule. They follow it. If they can take it and they can count in the time, yeah, they do it. But that's pretty much, they will go as far as 3.5 hours from Wausau. So if you kind of draw a circle, that's the area that they cover.
So as far as advocacy goes, I think that they all claim to be they all basically referred back to RID, which, I mean, what I can pull from that, I felt like 4.4 was focusing basically on the full interaction and independence of the consumer. But you know, I didn't really pull a lot out of like active advocacy things that they're doing in the deaf community from any of their websites or anything other than what they do for interpreters, except for with Communication Link, because they are connected to CCHD, that they do have those things available in the CCHD office, and Communication Link is connected to them in that way. But across the board, I felt like that was like the general rule of thumb, just be an interpreter. So what's the reputation of these three? I feel like that all depends on who you ask, and you could have one deaf person that has a bad experience with one, you know, place and a great experience with the same place, so there's going to be varying responses. I think that time and finances and resources has a lot to do with it, and I think that PIE has the upper hand in that way, that because they're for-profit, they've got the money to do more things or to kind of take care of house, whereas like Communication Link, and especially with Sign Here, they're just doing what they can, and they've got such a great need, you know, and they're just trying to get out there what they can. So everyone's busy though, as all of the interpreters that we've talked to at all of the, at least all the agencies.
The ones that the people that we really honed in on, yeah.
All of them said that they're busy, that they have plenty of work, that there's never a shortage of work, and that they can go all day driving all around the state, you know, for different things. Because as an agency, a lot of them, I'm trying to think of it, so the company would contact them, whereas like not the deaf person individually might go to them. That would be more like ODHH or an assistance office or CCHD, but a lot of agencies, especially with PIE, like there will be an upper agency, a bigger entity, but they also can be privately contracted as well, and deaf people can do that, but it's so expensive, and so because legally they're supposed to be provided those things through whatever, I've heard of deaf people, they'll just recommend, PIE or Communication Link, contact them, and that's how you can get me an interpreter for my appointment or for our meeting, and that's your responsibility. And so then it becomes that agency's or that other entity's job to do that. So professional skills, qualified, PIE had a lot of good things. I had one deaf person tell me they didn't like Communication Link or whatever because of the way they dressed. I was like, okay. I also noticed that, I mean, in both of these, they care so much about the community, just that the heart of the interpreters is there. Especially with Communication Link, I saw a lot of like that heart for the community, and with PIE as well. But also that at working for Communication Link, there is a supportive team, at least, I mean, and working at PIE, that you have people there, mentors within the entity to contact to help you, that you're not just like a lone person out there interpreting, but that you can go back to your agency and get help or feedback or whatever you think you need.
Yeah, again, the reputation of Sign Here, it's small. People don't really know about it. I just know they need more skilled interpreters. Certification is an issue that they're struggling with up there. And there are needs, deaf-blind needs, to really hone in on them. That's where most of the complaints come from, is from the deaf-blind.
Up north?
Mm-hmm.
How so? What do you mean?
That the interpreters have a fear when they go
Oh, I get
in, and it's not, they don't mesh, they don't do the proper assessments, and that goes back to the certifications. A lot of them are not certified, they're not trained the way that we are and the way that we approach the situation, and that's where most of the struggles come from.
You think it's training too?
Yes. Well, I've heard,
Oh, okay.
I've
No, I just,
But
I guess
your
I can't
opinion is
make that
welcome.
assumption.
Like, we have so many great resources for training here in our area, and through this and up north, I mean, there's people that have interpreted for a long time and they are certified, but that's, who's looking out for them? Like, who's making sure that they're getting the training they need if they're just some freelancer that shows up, gets hired and shows up? We have no idea until after the fact that they hear, that they get these complaints and that they get these. So I think that's the downside with Sign Here, is that they're getting these random, whoever they can get, and they get that person. Are you certified? Okay, but then it goes poorly, and why is that? Because there is lack of supervision and qualification, like, are they really qualified?
Courtney has a question.
I might have totally missed this before, but is Sign Here only for up north? Only where the
Yeah.
Wausau area was and that was it?
They
don't do
like I
anything
said, if you
around?
draw like a 3-hour circle,
Yeah, so to give perspective, Wausau is kind of like here in the state, and where I'm from is way up here, and that's only a 2-hour distance. So they pretty much cover,
Just up top, that's it.
but it's a lot of area.
Wausau is 2 hours for me, so if you know Eau Claire, like, they pretty much
It's-
go all the way to the west as well.
So I just pretty much are the whole.
Top half.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
How old are they?
I never asked.
No, you said they were like a couple years.
I-
They were like 3 years or something.
Sarah's been working there for 2 years. But as far as the age of the agency, that I don't know, I didn't specifically ask.
I didn't think they were. Oh, so our interpreter feedback about what we felt about each agency. And I don't know, I'm sure you guys already have a lot of feedback